In today's video, I want to go over how I like to style neutrals, specifically in the fall and the winter. So I'm going to focus on a lot of sweaters and mock necks and jackets and layering things up and how you can use the basic principles of neutrals and that really cohesive base, but still create visual interest and keep things really fun to wear. So before we hop into it though, I want to thank Cezanne for sponsoring today's video. I love Cezanne, as you know, and I'm really excited to be working with them on this video. So I'm going to style some pieces throughout as I illustrate my points, and then of course link everything in the description box. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is picking your perfect neutral. So when we're talking about neutral colors, those are going to be the colors that kind of fade into the background a little bit. They make up the basis of most of your wardrobe, and they're things that are very easy to mix and match. So things like white, off-white, camel, things like beautiful gray colors, all the variations of gray. You can work within black. You can also work within really beautiful blue colors. Things that are going to be kind of like mid-tone blue and kind of close to like a denim blue. And then of course navy. And those colors can be really impactful if you choose the right one for you. So you're going to want to do this one of two ways. The first is to just try things on and see what makes you feel the way that you want to feel. Whatever makes you feel vibrant and in tune with how you're wanting to come across that day. And then the other thing to consider is the type of mood that you want your outfit to portray. So going for something darker in tone is going to be a little bit more serious, and going for something lighter is going to be literally lighter and feel a little bit airier and a little bit more breathy. And those types of emotions are so important when you get dressed because they tell a specific story. So if you're doing something that day that requires being a little bit more serious, going for things like black, gray, and those beautiful blues and things like navy is a really good way to do that. Versus if you want to feel really light and carefree that day, going for things in white, off-white, some beautiful light taupes and camels, those are going to be great to reach for. And tapping into one versus the other is a really important way to build your outfits. And then most importantly, use neutrals in the way that you want them to work for you that particular day. Another way that you can style your neutrals that will be much more impactful and allow them to really do a lot of work for you in creating interest in your outfit is to color block. So color blocking is working with a light color and a dark color and then pairing them together. And you can have a lot of creativity and flexibility within this, but by far the easiest way to color block is to wear black and white together. Since they're on opposite ends of the spectrum, they automatically create that contrast and make your outfit really visually interesting. It's one of my favorite combinations because it's also a great base for different accessories, different makeup looks and hairstyles, and by itself it creates such an impactful effect that from there you can have a lot of freedom within every other area and go full out or very minimal because your outfit is doing a lot of work for you. Another way that I like to style neutrals is to go for something a little bit unexpected. So you're still working within that neutral color palette, but going instead for maybe a print or a pattern, something with some great texture, maybe a little oversized, or something that's slightly cropped, something that feels a little bit unexpected. Because neutrals at their core are very reliable, they're very traditional, and they're things that we see a lot. So by going for something a little out of the ordinary, you allow them to really stand out and create a lot of visual interest and allow your personal style to come through. So this is something that I'm getting into more because for so long, like I've talked about, I stuck to very traditional fits and cuts, and I liked one style of pant and that's all I stuck to. But since I've started branching out and experimenting, I'm allowing those neutral colors to work within my closet and build out my palette, but still create some interest because the cut is different than what I would have gone for before. And it's a really liberating way to get dressed and allows you to create a lot of mixing and matching possibilities because all the colors go together, but you're still creating things that are a little bit different and special. And that's where personal style becomes really fun. Another way that I like to style neutrals is to add a pop of color. So because neutrals are going to create that beautiful base within your closet, you can start building out your color palette with accent colors. And adding those pops into your look is a great way to really start to set apart your personal style. Once you find a color that really speaks to you and it can become part of your signature, you can start adding that into your neutral base and pull on that anytime you want to feel that type of emotion. So you love that color. It makes you feel vibrant and alive and awake, and tapping into that on any given day is going to be your secret power when it comes to getting dressed, and something that I've really been enjoying myself because neutrals are such an easy starting point. And once you start to feel brave enough to incorporate some color, having that neutral base is going to create the perfect foundation to allow you to really have some fun. And last but not least is to, of course, make sure that you're styling things up. So this is important anytime you get dressed, but especially if you're working within neutrals and things that feel very classic, very conservative, very reliable. This is going to be your opportunity to really have some fun and allow your creativity to come through. So taking a basic top and just wearing it basic is going to tell one very specific story, versus if you take that same top and tuck it in, wear a great belt, add some jewelry, change up your hairstyle, add great accessories. These are really the way that you allow your personal style to become personal, but then also create a lot of variety within your wardrobe. So you can have one top and you can wear it a bunch of different ways just by styling it different ways and pairing it with different accessories. So have fun. Cuff things, get them hemmed, tuck things in, roll the sleeves, push them up, change your hairstyle, change your jewelry, reach for different bags on different days, and of course, play with your shoes. And all of that is going to be such a great opportunity for not only creating a lot of visual interest within your neutral outfits, but also being really in tune with what you like, because you can change up how you're styling things to suit totally different moods every day. So like always, I hope that these tips are helpful for you. If neutrals make up a really big part of your wardrobe, I think doing some of these things is a really great way to prevent yourself from feeling stuck or stagnant, and definitely not ever feeling boring, and instead using neutrals for the reliability that we love them for. And then I also want to thank Cezanne again for sponsoring today's video. I'm going to put everything that I wore in the description box down below. I'm going to put sizing information and then direct color information in case there's anything that you're interested in. And like always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Have a great day.